Greetings, guitar engineers. I'm Desi Cerna, and that's the guitar tablature for the chords and the lead guitar featured in the song The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. Now I want to take a minute to kind of walk you through these parts and explain some things, including the techniques, as well as the key, the chords, the scales, and the mode. Let's dive in, beginning with the chords. Before we play in the actual key, let's first take a look at these chords without a capo. And they would be A sus2, G6/A, and D/A. You could think of that second chord shape as E minor 7/A as well, since these notes are found in both a G6 or an E minor 7 chord. Now, to play in the actual key, you need to put a capo at the second fret, and now the chords become B sus2, A6/B, and E/B. You're playing in 6/8 time, so there's 6 eighth notes per measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are strumming downstrokes at that rate. When you put the upstrokes in, that would end up being 16th notes, and you're going to put emphasis on the first eighth note and the fourth eighth note, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got my thumb coming around the neck here to touch the 6th string so it doesn't ring, and I can clearly hear the open 5th string in the bass position on all of these chords. Now, once you get past the intro, the chords change to this during the verses. So that's B sus2, or you might just think an A sus2 fingering. F sharp minor, or you might just think an E minor fingering. A, or you might just think G. And E, or you might just think D. So those are basically the only two progressions you need to know in order to complete the whole song. You're either going to be on the intro version of the chords, where you're sustaining that B in the bass position, and the bass player does the same thing, by the way, or you're actually going to be changing bass notes and chords with the progression that I just left off with. I want to talk about what key these chords are in and the mode, but before we do that, let's talk about the lead line. All right, so I'm on a Fender Stratocaster style guitar. I'm using the bridge position single coil. I've got the tone rolled off on it a little bit so it's not too ice picky. I am playing through my Kemper profiling amplifier. I'm using the 67 Pro Verb profile pack from Tone Junkie, and I just have some overdrive, boost, reverb, and delay on here. Now, if you take a look at the notes that you're playing in this lead line, so let's take a look at all those notes. We had, and then, so let's start here with the tonic pitch B. B, we did use its second, C sharp, we used it up here. And then we didn't use a third of any type. We didn't use a minor third or a major third, but we did use the 4th, E, and then we used the 5th, F sharp, and then we used a major 6th, G sharp, and then a flat 7, A. So if we try to piece this together to figure out what scale it is, we could really have one of two scales. It could either be the B Dorian mode if we use a minor third, or it could be the B Mixolydian mode if we use a major third. Well, our tonic chord doesn't have a third in it at all. Remember, it was a B sus2, so the third is suspended. It kind of gives this music an ambiguous tonality, because I don't hear the vocal melody or the guitar lead or the bass play any third at all. Now there might be a major third in like the lap pedal steel that you hear underneath there. So that might give it away, and that would mean that this is in fact be Mixolydian mode with that major third in there. And there's your flat 7. So if we go back to those chord changes now, B would be our tonic pitch, we'll call that 1. F sharp minor would be the 5 chord, and then we have A is flat 7, E is 4, and then back to 1. So that's sus2 1 chord, minor 5 chord, major flat 7, major 4, and then back to a 1. Again, sus2, we're not using a third major or minor in that chord. Now there is some variation with the lead line throughout the song. At later points during this instrumental interlude, it's played like this. So I just added in an extra bend here. That's a half step bend between that G sharp and A. And then here, whole step bend, pinky on the first string, and you end on B and it's 5th F sharp, root 5th there. So one more time, this is one of the variations you hear in the song. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can add some vibrato with a trem bar if you have it. All right, there are some other parts to the song in terms of there's like a lap steel, pedal steel or something going on underneath. There's a bass that's doing some interesting things, alternating between some roots and fifths and stuff. And then the lead guitar is filling in the verses. I'm not going to get into all those details. I just want to show you the basic parts here. You can find tablature at Ultimate Guitar for this song if you want to look into more of the details. But for now, that's all you need to know. If you need to learn more about some of the things that I talked about in this lesson, such as keys, chord progressions, scales, modes, and that sort of thing, you can see either one of my books, Fretboard Theory or Guitar Theory for Dummies. Or you can go to my website, guitarmusictheory.com, and you can enroll in a free video course. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'm Desi Cerna. Before you go, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, and all of that good stuff. Then keep playing and stay tuned for more.